Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I wish to draw the attention of the government to an important matter and hope that the government takes it seriously. Just as the economic survey is laid on the table of the House one day prior to the Union budget, India should institutionalize an annual report on the state of social justice that will be similarly laid on the table of the House. This report should serve as a data-driven strategic guide to uphold the constitutional values of equality and inclusivity and should be available for discussion in and outside the Parliament. This report on the state of social justice must systematically evaluate existing legal and policy frameworks to ensure they meet constitutional mandates. Essential areas of focus must include, number one, security, to examine the implementation of various schemes and laws that exist for the protection of the life and dignity of persons from the disadvantaged sections. The growing number of atrocities against SCs, STs, women, and the rise in cases of lynching should be at the very core of this report. How long should we be witnessing people getting into the manholes and cleaning the gutters in inhuman conditions and remain spectators of some of them dying in the process? We need to address this as a national priority. 2. Financial accountability. Analyzing budgetary allocations and the ground-level impact of affirmative action and schemes for empowerment of disadvantaged sections. 3. Socio-economic gaps. Examining disparities in education, employment, median income, and poverty levels across different social segments. Why is it that we still have huge backlog in the employment of reserved category persons, and what needs to be done? Why is it that there still exists a huge gap in educational levels of children coming from disadvantaged categories? Number 4, providing essential services. Assessing the reach and quality of healthcare and housing for vulnerable communities, it needs to be examined that why the deprived sections of our society are still getting deprived. Political and social inclusion, measuring the participation of SC, ST, OBCs, minorities, women and economically weaker sections in political processes from voting to holding offices while identifying systemic barriers to social mobility. Accessibility of persons with disability should also form part of this report. And I would like to conclude by recalling the words of Dr. Ambedkar. How long we continue to deny equality in our social and economic life? If we continue to deny it for long, we will do so only by